Well, welcome to Corner Room Pipe Talk. Hope everybody's doing well today. Once again, I'm just sitting here next to the lake in Creve Coeur, Missouri. It's a cloudy day today. It's been a rainy day, which it feels like that's the first time in a month where it's rained consistently, so that's been nice. We also have cooler temperatures right now, which is great. So hopefully no more 90, 99 degree days. It was even in the 50s in the morning some this week, so that's been awesome. So it's starting to feel a little bit more like fall, which I am very happy about. And with the fall, definitely comes some changes in my preferences for the pipe tobacco that I'm smoking. Right now in this pipe, this is my Joby Band 335. I'm smoking Hearth & Home White Night, which has been my pipe tobacco of choice this week. It's really just been hitting the spot. I highlighted it a little bit in my last video, but it's a great Balkan blend. As you could see in my intro video, which was taken yesterday in the evening, my wife and I were at a park. She was reading some of her books for grad school. I was listening to an audiobook of the Chronicles of Narnia, just finishing up The Horse and His Boy. But we were sitting there next to the water at the park, and I was smoking my corncob pipe, and as you can see in that video, I think it was a limited edition Cornell Diehl corncob pipe. I got it for like $35 last year, and the reason I bought it was because it had a pretty good sized bowl. The other corncob pipe I had up until that point barely fit any tobacco, but I feel like the bowl size was pretty good, and I just loved the stem on that pipe. Just a beautiful stem. I also really like the size of the pipe. It sits well in the mouth. It's not heavy. I like how compact it is, and it's a great smoker. And I just love the fact that it was a partnership with Cornell Diehl that Missouri Meerschaum did. So I like the sticker on the bottom that says Cornell Diehl. So that was really cool. And it was the perfect pipe to smoke some Cornell Diehl Autumn Evening, which is I believe a red Virginia Cavendish. Now, yesterday was my second time trying Autumn Evening. I bought a 2-ounce can about a year ago at a cigar and pipe shop in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And I tried it for the first time then about a year ago, maybe 11 months ago. And to be completely honest with you all, I did not enjoy it a year ago. I knew it was an aromatic tobacco. I, on occasion, enjoy aromatics. I definitely don't smoke them as much as other tobaccos, but I enjoy aromatic tobacco, and was intrigued by the maple flavor that's in Autumn Evening. So when I opened that can last year and I smelled it, it smelled so good. It smelled like a candle. It smelled like a maple syrup candle. It was a very, very strong scent. So the smell was amazing. And when I tried it, to be completely honest, a year ago, it was too sweet for me. It was too mapley. I felt like it was kind of overpowering. So to me, it was a little too sweet. So I honestly just kind of lost interest in trying it again. Didn't really have kind of a mood that struck me later on that made me want to try it. But with the cooler temperatures this week, my preferences in pipe tobacco are changing, and I honestly kind of forgot that I bought that can of Autumn Evening, and I was like, you know what, I'll try it again. You know, the weather's cooler. I've got this Cornell Diehl corncob pipe. It'd be perfect to try it in that, see if I like it anymore this time around. And when I tried it yesterday, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And I think that could be for a couple reasons. I think it could be just because my palate is changing, my preferences are changing. Maybe I was in a rush when I smoked it last year, or, you know, maybe my mouth was dry. Maybe, you know, it could be a variety of reasons why it just didn't taste good to me last year, but I really enjoyed it yesterday. But I do think maybe part of the reason is, with it being an aromatic tobacco, that casing, that flavor of the maple, it may be less strong than it was a year ago. It certainly smells just as good as it did a year ago, but maybe that flavor has diminished a little bit over time. And honestly, if that is the case, maybe, you know, with Autumn Evening, if I ever am to buy it in the future and I have the same experience where it just feels too sweet, maybe I just need to wait a few months before I smoke it. And I know that that's not necessarily like the most common thing to do or the most highly recommended thing to do when it comes to aromatic tobaccos, because they can sour or they can just taste stale. But I feel like it really worked with Autumn Evening, because I feel like yesterday when I tried it, I tasted more of the Virginias than I did the Cavendish and that maple flavor. And to me, it was like the perfect balance of tasting that Virginia with a little bit of that maple, and it made for a great pipe smoking experience. So for anybody that's tried Autumn Evening in the past and they didn't enjoy it, it was too sweet for them, my recommendation is maybe just let it sit for a few months, come back to it, try it again in a few months, and see if you like it any better. See if that maple flavor is maybe like a little less at the forefront, and see if you can taste that Virginia a little bit more. And yeah, just give it a shot again, because I really enjoyed it yesterday. It hit different than it did a year ago, and it tasted like a more well balanced pipe tobacco. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. But I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you have a great weekend. Plan to enjoy mine. I hope it's a nice, cool weekend for everybody. Let me know what you're smoking, and I'll see you next time.